Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing fine. Hey, Brenda. Brenda, you should be getting your package today, I think. Relentless. Hey, how you doing? Relentless says Kansas City's going to win. All right. What do you want? Come here. I want you to say hi to Brenda and Relentless, okay? Say hi, Mia. Yeah. Say hi to Brenda and Relentless. Yeah. Okay, I got to get the link on. Yes, I do. There we go, Brenda. I'm getting there. Anybody want to join the panel? Right there is the link. Just click on it and you're in. Just a minute, Mia. I think she wants to go outside. Be right back. Go outside. Okay. Bye. Yep, that's what she wanted. She wanted to go outside. No, no, Brenda, that's good of you to remind me because I get flustered a little bit when I'm running around like I was running around to try and feed me and get it on here before she before I went live and so I missed that part. But Bye Sky, good morning, Brian. Mia's cruising in the backyard. The squirrels are out there eating their peanuts. Yeah, so it's a good Saturday. Super Bowl weekend Saturday. think she wants to come back in. Be right back. As you can see, it's just another dreary day here in Port Huron, Michigan. Jim Stroding, good morning. How are you doing? Yay. I think I got everything controlled now. Yeah, Jim, you're expecting snow on Saturday, I think. Later today. Okay. Yeah, there's a good possibility we might get some snow, but they're saying it could be anywhere from a quarter of an inch to 4 inches. Just depends upon the track of the storm. But the older I get, every year goes by, I hate winter more. Oh, a burn ban down in Florida, huh? They're afraid of some fires. Well, the problem is I don't do that well with humidity either. When I was in Kansas City, I lived out there for like almost 2 years. And boy, just that summer heat. What I did is I watched everybody run from their air conditioner house or buildings out, jump in their car, air conditioned, go to the mall or go shopping, and they'd run in and shop and then run out and get in their car again. And it was, for a northern boy like I am, that just isn't appealing either. I don't know, maybe it's not that way in Florida, but here it just you never know. Yep, Jim, humidity is bad there. Yep. I don't know whether you get used to it. I was out in Kansas City, like I say, a couple of years, and it didn't. I never got used to the high humidity and the high heat. I was out there in Overland Park, Kansas, Shawnee Mission area, and yeah. So Brenda, what's new with you? Anything good, bad? Brenda is expecting her package today, I would imagine. And the sad part of it is, I think so is my West Coast friend. He's supposed to get his parcel from me today, but it's going to be. He gave me the school's address to have it delivered to, so I don't think there's anybody there. So he's not going to get it till Monday, I'm sure. Now his was shipped USPS, and Brenda I sends her UPS. Back, let me see if I can't pull up the tracking. Hey, there it is, Brenda. Loaded on delivery vehicle. Joe, there's the man.
Hey, what's up?
Did you get accosted anymore by anybody?
Nah,
But you've got a target on you for all the Karens in the world.
nah, I've only had one Karen in my life, and she just happened to be the one from New Jersey that everybody saw the drones. I'm not shutting up. Both teams lost last night.
They did.
Yeah, they're playing a tough team last night.
Wow.
Mandeville's not going to go for the girls this year because
Uh-huh.
I realized last night they're not an inside shooter.
So they were missing a lot of shots.
Well, the main person that she's gonna be when she graduates, she's gonna have 4,000 points. She's probably gonna have more points in high school than almost anyone in the state. If she's not the top shooter ever in the state. Stop. No. So Alana the last 3 or 4 games, she's not a washer last night. She's not follow through and with the baskets.
Okay.
She's short arming them and she's missing them.
Well,
And I told her,
you
I
said she
said,
was smaller and she doesn't have that extra reach, I would imagine.
no, that's not the small one. Alana's a different one. Ava, she's a small one. But Alana, she's from that basketball family. All of them are great. And she's probably the best one. But she's not shooting. I told her last night, I said, 2 things. You gotta stop short arming them. You gotta follow through. And if that's not the problem, get rid of the boyfriend. That's what I told her. She started laughing. And her dad says, yeah, that's probably it. So she after the game, she sits around and talks to all the boys with everybody.
Oh,
So her mind's not on the game anymore like it used to be.
she's got another focus and it's on the boys.
But she missed she missed 7 3 point shots. She missed, I think it was 4 or 5 shots where she never misses, and they lost by 3.
Ah,
She had a shot at the last buzzer. Stop. Go away. On the buzzer, she had a shot to tie the game, a 3 point shot from way outside. It just ringed right out of the basket. And I got the picture of her being filed. She was filed on the 3 point shot. They didn't call it. I mean, I got the picture. 2 things happened in the last 3 seconds of the game that the referees blew. And I told them, I said, y'all blew it. So all the 5, I've never seen this before. All 5 girls from Ponchatoula, when they were taking the inbound with 3.8 seconds left, all of them went out of bounds. Okay.
and came
So
back in again.
well, they're all standing out of bounds with the one of them that got the ball. Now, she could throw it to anybody on the bat, and they could throw it to anybody as long as they're throwing it, right? She went to throw it, and Mandeville, when they threw it to the first one, Mandeville reached over, slapped it back out of bounds. So they had to do it again. So when they did it again, as she went to throw it, 2 of them took off running, right? So they went with them. The other 2 came across and did a cross. Mandeville had them covered. So the girl, instead of trying to throw it, she dribbled it twice and then threw it. Now the girl out of bounds dribbled it twice and threw it. When she touches the ball on the ground, she's out. They said, no, she can dribble, she can do anything she wants. No, she can't. So Mandeville should have got the ball.
Yeah.
And they didn't give it. And Mandeville was only down by 1 at the time. So and Mandeville's down by 1 with the ball with 2 point something seconds. You at least drive in, go for a shot, and hope you get fouled if you don't make it.
Yep.
So they wind up inbounding it and fouling the girl. She makes 2 free throws, goes up by 3. Coaches are livid. The coaches are livid. Everybody's livid because you can't dribble the ball. You don't do that. You can't do it. Because you can do anything you want. That's what one of them said. All three of them messed it up. And Coach Hughes, the administrative director, he went in and grabbed the rule book.
Well, the thing of it is that would make it, if what they said was true, why would they ever have to throw the ball in? Just jump over the line and go in, you know?
No, they didn't do that. She was standing outside. She wasn't on the court, but she dribbled the ball off the court.
Oh,
You can't do that. That ball cannot touch the ground. If you drop the ball, you're out of bounds. The ball's out of bounds because the ball's not inbounds until you let it go. Once you let it go, it has to go inbounds. That's the rule. And it says that in the rule. Once you release the ball has to be to a player, be inbound. If it's out of bounds, it's a turnover.
okay, Joe. What would stop? See, I'm confused. I don't follow basketball that much. What would stop a player? Let's say if they're going to inbounds, and the other player that's trying to block them isn't right there, for them just tossing up near and then grabbing it out and jumping in.
I think that's illegal too. It's got to be it can't be the same player unless it bounces off the player. It's got to touch a player before it touches you. In other words, if Alana's on the other side and I throw the ball, she slaps it and it starts going that way, and I go run and grab it and take off, that's good. But if I throw it over her and run for it, I can't do that because I've got to throw it to an alternate player. But once it's deflected and touched by another player, then it's a live ball. But that was it. I got a picture. I'm gonna show you the shot. I'm gonna put you outside. She's aggravating. He's aggravating me right now.
Mia's laying down resting because
Here's the final shot of the game. You see the ball up here.
Yep.
Ball's up here. Look at the girl. That's a foul. Because she hit her arm. That's a foul. She should have been put on the free throw with 3 free throws. So she should have been given three free throws on that hit right there. The official behind should have seen it. The official on the side should have seen it. You know, it's ridiculous. And then that's our after the game. Because that was a district title right there. They lost the district because of that. But I'll tell you. But she was definitely fouled.
So what did the referees say?
They tried to say no, she can do that. So they're putting in a protest on the game.
Yeah, but you can put a protest in, doesn't mean anybody else is going to do anything.
Well, all the LHSA looks at them, they can suspend officials for games.
Okay.
But they made 4 calls in the game that were wrong. And he even at the end of the third period admitted they made a mistake. The guy I know real well. He comes over to me and says, "Yeah, we made a mistake." I said, "Yeah, y'all did." And he said, because what they did, they called in the beginning of the game, and there was 7.3 seconds left in the first period. And I'm trying to think of what happened. Something happened, and the same official called time. That's the end of the quarter. Something to do with an inbound and a steal. It was I can't remember what, I think that rule, I don't think he read it right. But something happened where it was like they were penalized for 7 seconds. The way it happened. Because
Wow.
it was like a technical type thing. But I mean, it kind of freaked everybody out because I've never seen that before.
Hey, Joe, I'm feeding your buddies again.
Throwing your money away.
Well, that Maxine Waters is something else, isn't she?
What they need to do is impeach her on insurrection.
Yep.
All of them, yes. And that was more insurrection than what Trump
Well, and
did.
that security guard should go right to federal court and sue her ass.
You know, if I'd have been that security guard standing there and she goes, "We pay you," I would say, "No, it's the other way around. We pay you."
That's right. And we don't side take in money like you do.
I would have said, "We pay you because just because you're in Congress, that's not your money." I would have
Right.
said that to him. You need to get out of my face. But that's public intimidation.
Yep.
All of them should go to jail. That is a crime. That is public intimidation. They all should be charged. The Department of Justice needs to come in and charge every one of them.
Yep.
And if they do it right, they will. But that is public intimidation because she made threats to him. You're going to lose your job. You know who I am? That's public intimidation. If somebody does that to you, civil court them.
Yep.
They can actually be arrested for it.
Hey, Joe, how do I stop? I'm going to show you.
You stop spending money. That's how.
Every time I turn around, this pops on my screen. It's from Xfinity.
Just
And
exit out. Nothing you can do.
I keep exiting, but it pops up every 5 minutes.
That's because you clicked on something.
Nope.
Paul, the only reason you get pop-ups is you click on something. Just look and see if it says, "Do not remind me again." If it don't say that anywhere on there, just keep exiting out. But that's a cookie that's in there. It's in your computer, and it's because you went to some site that threw a cookie out there. You accepted it.
Yeah, but how isn't there a way to go in there and remove them from ever sending you anything again?
I couldn't tell you because I haven't done it in so long. I don't remember how because I haven't done it for like 30 years. I haven't got pop-ups like that.
One of your little buddies just fell off the fence. Ha! The railing.
A cat got him? Yeah.
No, he went to jump up on the top of the railing and slid backwards and went down backwards. Ha! I probably should go check on him and say, you know, your buddy, Grandpa Joe said, check on you.
I knew I shouldn't have come in here this morning. I didn't even go on Johnny's.
Oh, didn't you?
I laid in bed till quarter to 8. Hey, Johnny came on this morning. He was on a few minutes ago still. They've been on for almost 2 hours. Yep.
There's all your little buddies right there.
Ain't not a buddy of mine.
That's my
I'd
family.
I'd have a freezer full of squirrel for jambalaya.
Hey, you got here, 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 here.
I'd
And
be
it,
sitting right where that camera's at. I'd be laying on top of that roof with a pellet gun. Take them out one at a time. I'd take one and hang it from the bird feeder.
look at them
And
all.
then I'd hang it from the bird feeder,
One,
and
two,
then
three,
it wouldn't come back.
8, 9,
I'm looking at all that money wasted.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, there's 18 of them out there.
Well, you know what I don't understand? You say you're short on money and you go spend that much money on that.
Well, they're
I don't
family.
understand that.
You spend money on family you shouldn't.
No, I don't spend it like that. Spending money on my granddaughter or my daughter is completely different than a rat.
That's not a rat.
The rat with a bushy tail.
They're my little buddies.
And you're gonna be outside in a minute. Go away.
Morning, Paul. Joe.
Hey, how you doing, Mark?
Morning, Mark.
Not too bad, thank you. Well,
I see that they got a parade at 10 o'clock this morning
Where?
in New Orleans somewhere.
What would
Go
that
look
be?
now. The Super Bowl parade.
Oh, a Super Bowl parade.
uh,
You'd think they'd have the Super Bowl parade tomorrow because the Super Bowl is until
No,
tomorrow
they're getting
evening.
it out the way. They're getting it out the way. They do it a day ahead of time because tomorrow everybody's gonna be worried about the game.
Super Bowl takes over from Mardi Gras.
Well, Mardi Gras actually going to take over from Super Bowl. Once Super Bowl is over, it starts Mardi Gras, doesn't it, Joe?
Mardi Gras started January 6th, Paul.
Oh, and it goes to when?
March 4th. It's starting by it's on Esplanade and Decatur. Goes up Decatur to Magazine, turns on Poydras, and ends at St. Charles. It's about a 4-mile, 5-mile route.
Ah,
But it's going through the French Quarter on the outskirts of the French Quarter. Then it's going to hit Poydras going towards the Dome. And it ends at St. Charles Avenue. That's a block from the Gallia Hall where I shoot Mardi Gras Day. So if I felt like it, I'd go over, park by Gallia Hall, and go catch it near the end because all of the Mardi Gras major groups and all the bands from New Orleans are going to be in it today.
now what time is it at?
Starts at 10.
That'd be 11 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, well, I can't go. I got to be at my daughter's at 1 o'clock.
What's going on there?
Birthday party.
For your daughter or your granddaughter?
Granddaughter.
I thought she was
She makes 2 on the 13th.
2. Oh, she's 2 on the 13th. Okay. But they're having an early party,
Yep. Because the 13th is Thursday.
a pre-party.
Yep. Yeah, I don't even feel like going, to be honest. I don't want to see half of the people who are going to be there. And they do
Well,
have
you know,
Mandeville.
going to shoot that parade gives you an excuse not to go.
I got a better excuse. I could say I'm gonna sign to the Mandeville baseball game today. They're playing baseball. So hey, I can't help it. I gotta go. Do they need me for baseball? Go out there and do that. The problem is I got to deal with the boyfriend's parents, and I just cannot stand them.
Mhm.
They to me, they're useless waste of piece of skin. They're just they're as bad as him because they taught him, and they're worse than him, you know, because they taught him, and they all three of them act the same way, like they just don't give a shit about nothing.
Well, just don't go.
No, I gotta go with my granddaughter.
Let me cue you in on something. You should know this. In 6 months, she won't know if you were there or not.
Yeah, I will. I'll go there and at least I'll get the pictures, you know. Then the stepson's gonna be there. Her stepson, his boy, and this kid is just he get hit in the head or something. See, the grandmother is a close talker. She starts talking to you, she gets up in your face. The
Oh,
little boy does the same thing. Gets up in your face. You know? He'll do that to the Lily all day. He gets over Lily and he's right next to her face. You know, it's like, move away.
well, what that is that's how he gets attention. He must not even taught at a very early age.
So he doesn't get attention.
You got to get up in somebody's face, or they don't pay
Well,
attention. He's an attention freak.
well, this is the other thing. The dad sits down at the table when he gets in, and the wife goes around and gives him his pie and gets him his cake or whatever it is and brings it to him. And then David will be sitting on the sofa and say, Brittany, Lily needs to have a diaper change. And Brittany will be cooking, right? And she'll say, we'll change it. Well, stop cooking for a minute and come do it. I was standing there one day and I turned around and said, bitch, that's your daughter. Change your diaper. I said, she's working. Leave her alone.
What'd he
He
say?
just looked at me. He just looked at me, made a face, and changed the diaper. I said, you got two hands, right? I said, work for yourself. I said, it's your daughter. I said, she don't have to do that. All you know is not to say nothing to me. First time he gets in my face, I'll probably need bail money.
Well,
I
it
might wear
sounds to
that.
me
I
like
might wear that shirt today.
it sounds to me like you should not go.
I think I'm gonna wear that shirt today. I'm gonna say, Lord, give me patience, because if you give me strength, you're gonna have to give me bail money with it.
Well,
And I got that shirt. I might wear that one today, and my daughter will know why I'm wearing it too.
I thought she was about done with him.
I think they are. I think she is, but it's right now he's paying the 2 shares of rent, and he's telling her he really doesn't want to break up with her because he doesn't want to see Lily every day, the baby. And so because they don't have the money, they need him right now. He's paying rent, 2 shares of rent,
Occasionally.
and paying $250 every other week to put the baby in daycare. But he's have a rude awakening in about a week because she looks like she got a job.
Where's she going to work?
There's a rehabilitation center that wants to hire her. That she's already talked to them. They think she's a perfect fit for it. And it's nighttime, 7 o'clock to 7 in the morning. And it's is it 7 to 7? It can't be 7 in the morning. It's got to be like 7 to 6 in the morning or something like that. It might be 7 in the morning, but 7 to 7 in the morning. And yeah, that might be what she was talking about before. I think it's 7 to 7 in the morning, and it's like 2 days on, 3 days off, 3 days on, 2 days off, a 2-2-3 shift. And it's every other weekend, but she gets overtime and everything else. Full benefits. So she can bring the baby to daycare in the morning, pick her up about 4 o'clock, have her for about 3 hours or 2 hours every day, and still go to work. I told her, just make sure after you drop the baby off, you go home and go to sleep. Because you can't stay up. And then, you can stay up to 2 days that you don't work, but you got to make sure you get your rhythm right. I said, because on the night shift, you better get your planning how you're going to sleep. And if you don't sleep, you better be laying down. Because it gets into a rhythm, you got to get used to it. See, I should have went to that parade though. Maddie's out there. I could have gone and seen Maddie. I could have been standing next to Maddie.
Yep. You still could.
No, I'm not going. It'll take me 45 minutes to get there. And then I got to find a parking spot, which is hell no. And then 90% of the streets down there are cut off. My best chance, like I said, would be getting over to Gallia Hall. And if I can get to those parking spots I usually park at. But you got to get there so freaking early. There's a spot a block away that has 5 parking spots. And I got to get there by 5 in the morning to get one of those parking spots for Mardi Gras Day. Because after I get there, they start rolling in behind me.
Jim's Droning's talking about bacon, eggs, fries, toast.
Fries.
Fries for breakfast.
Hash browns would be good. It'd be a little different. I never had fries for breakfast. I had same thing, potatoes and hash browns, but it's like just the thought of it.
Ryan said that he flew his old drone the other day in the snow, crashed it, and caught it all on the camera.
There you go. I have to go look. It's Joe.
No, that's a shame. 1976 Chevy Corvette C3. £6,459. Unfinished restoration.
That means that you got to tow it home.
Well, the engine and gearbox, the auto box works fine. All the mechanics are all right. It just needs the interior finishing off and a respray.
So it's mostly interior and body work, right?
Yeah. Well, the bodywork's all been done. It just needs spraying. It's been prepped. It just needs a paint job.
Well, you buying it?
No,
Why?
because I can't
You don't waste
drive.
money like you.
Yeah, but it sounds to me like a little bit of work. You could turn some money.
Very possibly, but I can't be asked doing the work. Years ago, 30 years ago, yeah, that'd have been great. Because I always wanted a C3 Corvette. And it's the 5.7. And I have the foggiest idea what that is in inches.
Are you watching, Joe?
No, I'm not watching. What you call it?
It's the National Guard flying interceptor over 30-mile no-fly zone over Super Bowl.
I saw that yesterday. Yeah, they were practicing it yesterday.
Yep.
Hi, Jim,
Yeah,
Randy.
The only time we got a 30 mile is gonna be 4:30 Sunday to 10:30 at night. Just at the time of Super Bowl. You know, that gap. That 6 hour gap. Everything else is 10 nautical mile. If I went across the lake where I used to live, I could fly right there. Because the Superdome is 12 miles from where I used to live. But I could fly right there. They were telling me, one of the police officers here was telling me that yesterday. He said, when's the 30-mile no flight zone go in for you? I said, Sunday, and I told him the times. And I said, but if I go to Walmart right on the other side of I-12, that's 31 miles. And we were sitting there talking, right? I was telling him about my Karen, and he was laughing about it. And I told him, I said, what I ought to do is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, go outside with my drone, hover it, and then put it away like that. I said, because it's a half hour before the no-fly zone. I said, or I'll just go out there at 5 o'clock with the Neo and hover it and then come back in. And I said, the Neo doesn't have remote ID. I said, but then you never know. I said, be my luck, I'd come inside and get a knock on the door and be Homeland Security. And he just laughed about it.
Well, you say, well, when I drive to the stadium, it's 35 miles from here.
If I leave right now and go to the stadium from where I'm at, it's right at 30 miles.
Yeah, but 30 miles in a straight line when you're driving is usually way off.
Yeah.
You're never
That's the
driving
thing.
in a straight line.
It's like right at 30, 31 miles from my house to the dome.
Yeah.
But if you look at see if my daughter sent me this. Let me send it to my thing and show y'all. My daughter sent me one that I hadn't seen before. I don't even know where she got it from.
Oh, it'll be on a loft, won't it?
What?
A loft. Do you have a loft?
Yeah, but I'm not. It's not the. I mean, the one she sent me.
Yeah.
Where I don't know where she got it from. But it wasn't. It wasn't the one you see on the loft.
Yeah.
It actually says federal FAA. It says FAA.
Maybe
But
it's the
I
website.
haven't seen this one on their site.
Mhm.
Oh, I'll just send it to my thing.
And is their house within the no-fly zone or not?
Oh, yeah, I am.
No, theirs, not yours.
Yeah. Actually, they might not be. I'll have to look. I'll look in a second when I get it pulled up.
Because if it's not, you better use the Neo at the party.
I was just not. I used the Mavic 3. What you talking about?
Mm.
I'll do it right.
Yeah, but if you use the Neo, you could accidentally crash it into a few people that you don't like.
No, I won't do that because they're stupid.
Did you see the video from Justin Dunhill about the
The flip.
flip? Yeah.
I've seen he's put
No,
it on.
I
I've not watched it yet.
He flies that baby out there like 5 miles out over top of the mountains and everything and back to his house and lands. And what he does is at the end, Joe, he keeps it in the air until it automatically lands and will not keep going.
Yeah, he completely wastes a battery.
This is how they do the 30 miles right here. That's the Superdome. I'm right about where this hand's at, right about here. I'd have to find out what that goes through.
You should be able
See,
to
I
zoom
can't
in
do-
on that, shouldn't you?
I can't zoom in. I can't tell. I can't see. You see how pixelated?
Mm.
I gotta go find that. Let me go find it. See if they got it somewhere else. Just look it
It
up.
might be on the Super Bowl site.
It's somewhere. Let me see. Because I know it goes past me.
I gotta feed your buddies again, Joe.
Waste of money. Now
Google
you
it,
overfeed them.
Joe. Google it. Put in no-fly zone for Super Bowl.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to see if but it's coming up just the amount. Let me see. Let me put map. I want to see it.
Mm. Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah, I'll tell Joe you said thanks, Hank. Thank you, Uncle Joe. Okay, I'll tell him.
It's showing every map for every Super Bowl no fly zone but New Orleans.
Your little buddy said to say thanks, Joe.
I might come visit with Pelican.
Well, what about the
It's-
did you go to an FAA site to look it up?
Yeah,
Or?
it's all this. Nobody's showing the map. They're showing the times in 30 miles. That's all they're saying.
Okay.
I want to see an image. Looking at images, and it don't show an image in New Orleans.
On Google Maps, doesn't it give you a distance when you zoom in and out?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll figure a way to do it, but I can't even overlay it because it's so pixelated. You know.
Another one. When did that happen, Jody? Going on about a plane that went down over Alaska.
Yeah, that happened yesterday. Day before yesterday.
God.
That was all pilot error.
Jonathan Jackson.
Yeah, let's just go. That ain't helping me. That not working. Let's just go to this. Can't believe the FAA don't have a map. Show it.
Laura's on live, that's why.
Yeah, Laura comes in here and says, "Shut up, Joe," and then she steps on everybody.
Yeah. She's got Trevor on.
No, no respect.
Laura's gone live because David will be watching Preston playing football. They kick off in a couple of minutes.
Is that the real name for Blackpool, Preston?
That's the team that he actually supports, Preston North End.
I thought it was Blackpool he supported.
Now Blackpool he hates.
I don't know. I think I saw him on here one time with a Blackpool T-shirt on.
He lived in Blackpool for a while, but
Yeah.
he was born in Preston.
Well, you hear Paul got a big old spoon. He got a big old spoon stirring that pot all the time.
Hey, on Fox News, they're cooking up a storm for Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're Yankees, bunch of Yankees.
What a bunch. I mean, they're cooking up all kinds of Cajun stuff, it looks like.
No, it's not them cooking. It's got to be locals.
And they're eating it.
Well, that's a good thing to do. I hate cooking something and then not eating it.
Yeah, see, this is what the FAA. This doesn't make sense. They put out all this stuff, but they don't have a map of it. They said all the details of it from this time to this time, from this time to this time, but they don't show a physical map of it.
That's stupid. That they can't
It's
expect
really
people
it's
to
ridiculous.
know. They can't expect people to know whether they're 30 miles from the place.
Another map, or at least that'll help, you know.
And is it 30 miles from the centre?
From the center of the dome.
The centre of where they kick off. Well, not where they kick off because they never kick off from the centre line, but
It's wherever the dome's at, they put a dot right in the middle.
yeah.
So the top of the Asian tour over minutes after his win here in India. One in the Philippines 2 weeks ago is second.
I mean, and nothing. They got everything you could think of on here, but nothing like that.
Congratulations to our first champion of 20.
Tell you what I could do. The hell with it. I just go to mine. See, mine's not going to show it till the day of the Super Bowl. See, because it's not going to show it on before you
Yeah,
fly
until the no-fly zone's in effect.
until the zone happens.
Yeah.
I'll be able to screenshot it then.
Yeah. So has she got it out of a local newspaper or something then?
Hold on a minute. I got it. It's red now. Why is it red now?
When you click on it, does it tell you the
No,
date?
it's showing it. You know, look, this still makes sense. It's showing it, right?
Yeah.
It is saying FDC 5/10/68 presidential starts in 1 day, but they're showing it to me now.
Well, that's fair enough. So long as it says on when it starts.
Let me go ahead and get the.
I mean, I'd rather have that advance warning of somewhere.
What did I say? What did I say? Walmart, right?
Yeah.
It's on the edge of Walmart Supercenter. The whole Walmart parking lot is a fly zone. That's what I said. That's not New Orleans.
There it is, right there.
That's Alvin Callender Field. The Naval Air Station. That's New Orleans is up to the left. That's there all the time.
This right here?
That's MSY. That's New Orleans International. The one to the right up top is the Lakefront Airport. That's out there all the time. And then Alvin Callender Field is military base down on the bottom.
So they're not showing it.
Yeah, they're not showing it. Let me see if I can do it here. Because it's showing me on AirAware. Let's see if I can do this. Here you go. We got it now. Hold on. I went on the computer and signed into AirAware. Just get to Louisiana.
Don't they actually show them on UAV as well?
Maybe.
I think they
I
do.
want to see a map.
We'll go on UAV, and there it is, map. Yep. At the bottom it
Well, I
says
wanna
map.
see.
Rolling. TFR, NOTAM, US National Park. Why do they have US National Parks when I'm looking at fucking England?
Well, they haven't told you yet that England is selling off to the US.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's going to make it the 53rd state.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
There's no
Hey, Jonathan.
TFRs. No TFRs within 3 miles of me.
Here's the TFR right here. It's going to be in effect. All the way out to here is 30 miles. Let's see, the presidential starts in 1 day. I don't know what the difference is, why it's light and dark, because it's the same thing. But if
Well,
you go
that-
here,
The dark are water, isn't it?
no, I'm talking about the dark red.
Oh, in
You
the
got a
center.
light. See, this is Johnny's airport right here. But then you got the pink out here, it does a little different. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's a little bit difference in the map. Going to the inside. This right here is the 30 mile. So why is it being expanded here? And that don't show it. Don't show why. It says no person operate, okay. 3:30. Now it's an hour earlier. It used to be 4:30. It was 16:30 before it moved up. So I guess because he's coming in for sure. So that's happening. That right there, the regional airport, I mean, medical center and troop, that's helicopters. That's no big deal.
Well,
But this right here,
when the president flies in there, what airport's he going to fly into? The military base?
I don't know. He probably will. He'll probably go into the military base because they've done that before. But normally they just go right into MSY, the main airport out here. Right here. The main airport's right here.
Ah,
But he might fly in here and come in the back door.
Flying to the military
But
air base.
I'll show you where I live.
They're flying to the military air base and then land a helicopter in the stadium car park.
They said that?
No, I'm saying that.
They could. They actually could.
That would be the best way.
They got a heliport right there. Actually, they don't have that heliport anymore at the Superdome. But you see where I live at right here, look. Let me show you. I live right here. So if you go up past I-12, there's Walmart Supercenter right here. The end of the parking lot's a fly zone. I can go right here. This is the best part about it. I go right here. This is a bunch of ponds right here. I fly all the time. Because they got big whatchamacallits in there. They got the geese that get up in there and everything, big fountains. And I'll fly these little ponds right here. These are them right here, the ponds. But I could go right on the other side and fly right there. My daughter lives right here.
So just
So she's
outside.
out of the no-fly zone. But all I got to do is go up here and just fly in the parking lot. Or go across the street and fly these 2 ponds. Just make sure I don't go to the 3rd pond. I can do this. I can make this loop right here and come across the middle of the pond. I didn't know they had ponds back here. See, I live right there. Got a heliport here and a heliport up here. I gotta find out where this is at. Lake Vista. I don't know where this is at. I can't get back in here. It's all private shit.
Was
I
that
like to fly all this right
is
there.
that surrounded by state land or what?
No, okay, that's Sharp Road. That's the one she was talking about. No, Sharp Road, I could drive down Sharp Road. I could actually drive this down here. I just don't know if there's a place to park down here and fly all this.
Yeah.
I might take a ride and check that out one of these days. What's that is? What street is that? Audubon Lake. I need to find some place like this one right here. Long gate's that's all fenced, gated off. I just you see right here with this gap right here. There may be a place I can pull my car right here and fly from right here.
Well, what about right straight below that? That street ends right there, like a subdivision, but it doesn't show houses out at that end.
Yeah, it's gated right here.
Oh, okay.
That's gated. I know that. Right here is where the gate starts right here. So you can't get past this area.
Oh, okay.
So all of this right here is gated off. I had to deliver a crib back there one time. And this whole area right here is gated off.
Typical, isn't it? Yesterday we had a nice sunny day with 23 to 42 mile an hour winds. Today we've only got 7 mile an hour to 13 mile an hour winds, but it's raining.
No, now this one right here, I can fly that one. Because this Highway 190 right here, this area right here has a indentation where they were going to cut a road across and they never did. So I could pull right here and fly from there. I'm going to check this out. I almost bought this house right here. This house right here. Wait, it's on the other side. This house right here. I almost bought that house. That was my aunt's house. And I wanted to buy it and talk to him. They wound up selling it to somebody out of the family. I go here goes swamp. That can't fly there, can't fly there. So Gust Island Road is in those no fly zone. So that's out. We're going to Man Shack is in a no fly zone where we fly. There's no reason it should be 30 miles. If they did it 25 miles or 20 miles, they're gonna have jets in the air the whole time.
Yep.
You see that, Joe? Randy lives 28 miles from Wilmington, where Biden spent most of his time.
Yeah. And Randy, it sucked, Randy.
But he flew
And the
anyway.
best part about it, he didn't know he was even there. He had no clue where he was. You saw what Trump did yesterday? Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, he revoked his security clearance
Yep.
and said, Joe, you're fired.
Well, you know, the other thing that was interesting, you see on the news, Camilla Harris was out touring California, thinking about running for governor. And in the background were two limousines with Secret Service. You know how they stand and hold the door?
Yeah.
Why the hell is she still getting Secret Service?
She gets Secret Service for life.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that he's overstepped his mark there. I don't think he can call the security.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
he
he
can.
can. You know why, Mark? Because
On
Biden
the
did
next
it to him.
president.
Biden pulled his.
Did
The
he?
president can pull security on anybody.
Yep.
I don't think he could do it on an ex-president.
Yep. Well,
Biden
after
did it to him from day one.
Trump's turn, Biden did the same thing to Trump.
All right. Okay.
In fact, that's what the part of the statement that Trump made was, they did it to me, and I'm doing it back.
Well, in that case, hasn't Trump just admitted that he broke the law?
Nope.
If
Nope.
he's admitting that his security clearance was pulled and it was legal, then he had no right to do half of the stuff that he'd done.
No, it doesn't mean it was illegal. He did anything illegal. It means the other president just pulled the security business, the security clearance from him, so he couldn't see what was going on.
Yeah, but what about all the stuff that he had, that they said he had, that he shouldn't have had?
He's never been convicted of it.
Biden had the same thing.
Biden, it was told Biden was the one. Okay, as a former president, he can have stuff and declassify the stuff, and he said he declassified these things. Biden had them from a senator, and a senator can't have them because he cannot declassify them.
Yep.
And as a vice president, he cannot declassify them. And he had them from back in all those years. So he was guilty.
Yeah, he
But
had them
they
in
would not-
boxes he had them in boxes in his garage, right?
They
Joe?
were not secured. They were open in boxes. And they showed when he drove into, that's how they found him. When he drove into his thing, they saw all these boxes and then went and checked. And all these boxes in his garage when he drove his Corvette in there.
And they were all marked with a classified stamp on them.
They did a Department of Justice interview and said that he was in violation of federal law, but they didn't think anything should happen to him because he didn't remember half of the stuff he was talking about. They said he was feeble, basically. So
Yeah,
right then and there, he should have been taken out of office.
Yeah, but he was president then, wasn't he?
That doesn't matter. The stuff he had was when he was a senator, and he wasn't president, and it was in his garage.
Okay,
That's what I'm talking about.
right.
But
So
in Trump, everything he
years
had was
ago.
secured, and he said he declassified.
Oh
them.
yeah, it was several years, Mark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking over 50 years of stuff.
Mm.
He should have went to jail. Well, should have been at least taken out of office. But the special counsel that worked for him as the president said, We don't think any jail time is necessary because of his age and his conditions. So
And-
if he's
and-
got problems with his age and conditions, he shouldn't be in office.
And the problem too is he's got a family full of crooks anyway, you know?
Plus, if they were doing that while he was president, they'd also have had to have, what's it, the security detail at the prison. Because they can't just put him in prison without the what's it? The
They just
secret
isolate him. That's what they
the
do.
Secret Service guarding him, can they?
He'd be
They'd
put in
isolate him.
isolation.
Yeah, but they've still got to have the Secret Service guarding him, whether he's in isolation or not.
Well, yeah, but there's
They send him to
isolation
Guantanamo.
and there's real isolation where nobody gets to him. He doesn't get to anybody else. He's just locked away. You know, the television version of isolation isn't correct, right, Joe?
Mm-mm. I used to have to go pick up people at the Paris prison. Whenever there was, when New Orleans Health couldn't do it, they call us. Well, that was one place I didn't want to be.
Mm.
It was a high-rise building, and you had to go in there, and they had the different wings and everything. And they had the medical area where we go to, and you have to pass a whole bunch of wings with all the guards intact. And then they'd had an isolation unit right before you got to it, and all it was a little, like 6 foot by 10 foot, 6 foot wide, 10 foot with a toilet with a thing inside, and a bed, and locked down behind steel doors where you had a little window to look through. And that was all the isolation. That was the people that had in on murders and things like that. That isolated them until the state took them. But they keep them completely separated from everybody else. I was talking to them about it, and they said that in there 23 hours a day, they let them out to go to a recreation yard for an hour a day if they want to. And some of them don't even get that privilege, depending on how violent they are. And he said, then once a week, it was every 2 days, I think they said, they let them go take a shower. And they had to go in cuffs to the shower, and they cuff them to the shower bars, everything. And that's full isolation. But I used to hate going in that place.
Yeah, well, that sounds like that's more isolation to protect the rest of the prisoners from them, not them from the rest of the prisoners.
Well, it goes both ways. Because it protects everybody, protects the guards and everything. Because I was asking them questions one day, and I said, "Well, you got these guys behind these doors. You got to open the door to get them out." And you said, and then you put them in cuffs. If they're violent, how you do that? And they said they have to stick their hands through the little window right there. We put cuffs on them before we open the doors. So they already cuff them, and then let them push their hands back through. It's big enough because they feed them through this. It's a window about that big. They had to stick their arms through it. They cuff them,
Big enough to
tell them
put
go
a
back,
face.
stand up there, open the door, and take them, and then they bring them to the bathroom, the shower area. And they said when they get in the shower area, they got to stick they showed me the shower area. They got to stick the hand through the thing. They take one cuff off and cuff them to the thing and leave and let them shower. If they're right-handed, their left hand gets on it. And then when they finish showering, they go back, cuff them again, and bring them back. And they only have 15 minutes in the shower they give them. Yeah, he said, yeah, that was tough because I was talking to a couple of the guards I knew that Mardi Gras Day, they're out at Gallia Hall. So where I was shooting pictures at, they're always out there. They gave me a little tour of that area, and I said, oh, hell no. I don't want to be anywhere in this place. I don't even want to be picking up people in this place.
Must have made it difficult to shower. I mean, how the hell do you get undressed with cuffs on?
Well, I didn't ask that part. I got a feeling that they probably either they walk them out there naked or they walk them out there with a towel, I guess.
Mm,
Because it's right down, it's like a hallway right next to all these isolation. And I think was it 6 of them in there? I think there was six showers in there. So I'll put it like this: it has an indelible mark on my brain. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I remember it by looking at it. I said, "Oh Lord, I don't want to ever come in here." Because it's old, it's musky, it's just it's just a nasty place. And we had to go in one time and go across the general population where they were still booking people in, and it's a general population area, and they got the guards in the middle. It's like they've got their desk up in the middle, and they're above everybody, and the people that are being processed in are sitting in there with them, and all the people are underneath them on the outskirts walking around, and they got guards sitting in the top with M16s up on top, you know. And I remember walking through there looking at that with a stretcher with another guy, and we were going to pick up a guy that was downstairs, and they had 3 guards in front of us, 3 guards behind us, and 2 on the side each side. We had 10 guards with us, and we were walking across, and they were telling everybody get out the way, like that. And the people were moving quick because these guys had tasers with them, you know. They had taser. It was batons with tasers on the end, and they said, "Yeah, if they don't get out the way, we tase them. We don't care." You know? But they said we're coming through, get out the way, and everybody ordered away. It looked like the Red Sea. Went and got the guy, came right back through, but they didn't have time to get him the medical. I think the guy was having chest pains. So we went through and picked him up, put him on a stretcher, got him out of there. I put strips on him as we were coming out, started running the strips. We got outside. As soon as we got outside, I checked him good on the strips, and then we got him in the unit. But I wasn't doing anything inside. I didn't want to be there longer than I had to.
Hmm.
Well, it's not a fun place and it shouldn't be.
Nope.
Well, did they send guards in the ambulance with you as well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had one in there with me, and he was cuffed to my stretcher. Anytime you get one of them like that, they cuff them to the stretcher, one hand, and they say, what arm you need? And I tell them what arm I need. And I tell them I need the left because it's on my side. They'll put the right hand on the other side and cuff it.
Mhm.
Yeah, everybody that was standing outside the Department of Education for the Democrats that were threatening him need to be either impeached or they need to be charged for insurrection or public intimidation. That's really what I'd hit them on because you're going to win that one. Hit every one of them with a public intimidation charge.
Yep.
See if the Department of Justice has the balls to do that. That would make the statement. That right there would shut it down. If you take Maxine Waters, all of them, that would. Then the other one got me. Well, the other one really got me. She says they in there with guns. You remember that? How it used to be with guns? They stand around, block the schools with guns.
Yep.
It's nothing racial about shutting down the Department of Education that's wasting money. Nothing racial. What's racial about it is you're not teaching the people that's in there, and you're keeping everybody stupid. in Maxine Waters, I think they said Maxine Waters district, they're like half of the people, I think 41% of the people can't do basic math, can't read. So who's wrong? You know what I mean?
Right.
What's the money being spent on? A lot of this money is going to places and getting kicked back to them through cronies. Guarantee you. There's a way to make money in Congress, and that's what they're trying to do. Now they're shutting it down. They heard one of the guys on Musk's team is 19 years old. That's going through these things, and his name on social media is Big Balls. Okay, and
Yeah.
they were laughing about him, but you don't need to be laughing about him. He's 19 years old, and he's a millionaire because he's founded 3 tech companies. You know what I mean? 19 years old, he's founded 3 tech companies, a millionaire, and he can go in there and audit your books and catch everything. So guess what? I applaud him. You know? Yeah, man. Props. I don't know if you saw that, but every one of them, when Maxine Waters said, "I pay you, you're gonna lose your job," that's public intimidation because she's in a position of authority, being a senator or congressman, senator. She she's a House of Representatives.
Yeah, she's
She
a representative.
Yeah, she's a representative, but
She's
that
a
is considered public intimidation, threatening your job because she's in a position above you.
she's one mouthy
That
bitch.
that is public intimidation. When like if you threaten a cop, say I'll have your job. You go to jail. You going to jail, baby. I've seen it in front of me. I've seen an official at a football game tell a cop, "I will kick you out the stadium if you don't do what I tell you to do." He said, "Turn around, you're under arrest for public intimidation," and arrested him. I got pictures of it. They needed to be in Congress doing their freaking job. That's what they needed to do.
Yep.
What they ought to do is find out how long they've been out there and dock their pay.
We could do with
And
that
hit them with
law
public
here.
intimidation.
We could definitely do with that law here. Our police get loads of hassle.
Yep.
They're just not scared of them because they can't do anything.
Your police can't do anything?
Up to a point. It has to become aggressive or violent before they can, so basically an assault before they can actually arrest them, I think. They can arrest them for being a public nuisance, but that's only if they think that it's going to endanger other people. But just shouting at a policeman doesn't get you arrested.
Yeah, they're showing that Maxine Waters again on Fox News.
Yeah. She said, "Give me that ID again. Give me that ID again." He said, "I showed it to you." I would have said, "It's time for you to leave."
Hi, Jim. Didn't see you before.
Hey, Jim. Yep, I agree with you, Mad Props.
Yep.
Well, Joe, what do you think, buddy?
Yeah.
You got a choice to make anyway, whether or not you're going to the harassment.
That's where I'm going. I'm not going anywhere. Gotta go there.
Mark, thanks for being here, Mark. Joe, thanks everybody for watching. Take care, and we'll see all of you again later today.
All right. See you
Yeah, I don't
later.
know what time I'm getting back. I might be back.